Let's take one more problem on dependent branches. This problem is little different from the earlier problem only on one aspect, that is it is also going to have goods that are returned by branches to head office. Then it will have some more opening and closing balances. Okay, let's understand one by one. From the following particulars relating to Hyderabad branch for the year ended 31st December 2010, prepare branch account in the head office books. You have stock at the branch on 1st Jan 2010, 15,000, debtors 30,000, petty cash 300, then goods that are sent to branch by head office is 2 lakh 52,000, cash sales 60,000, then cash received from debtors 2 lakh 10,000, credit sales is 2 lakh 28,000, checks sent to branch during 2010 for salaries, rents and rates and petty cash so much, then stock at the branch is 25,000, petty cash is 200, goods returned by the branch, this is the adjustment we have additional, then debtors on 31st December 2010 is 48,000. Okay, now with this information we have to prepare branch account. So let me prepare. We have to open Hyderabad branch account. Hyderabad branch account. Right, we'll start with opening balances. So what are the opening balances we have? We have stock, we have debtors, we have petty cash. So three items. So we'll write, say, on 1st Jan. This is happening on 1st Jan 2010 to balance brought down. We have three items. Number one is stock, number two is debtors, and number three is petty cash. Let's pick up the values. The values are 15,000, 30,000 and 300. Okay, so they are 15,000, 30,000 and 300, and all the three put together it is 45,300. Fine. Then what is the next item? We have goods sent to branch during 2010 is 2,52,000. So we have to say on 1st Jan, let's assume it is sent on 1st Jan since date is not available. Two goods sent to branch, two goods sent to branch account, and what is the amount? It is 2,52,000. It is 2,52,000. So that is taken care. Then we have cash sales during 2010 is 60,000. Then cash received from debtors are 2,10,000. So these two put together will be sent by branch to HO. So entry is going to be by bank. Okay, let's assume this is happening on 31st December. Okay, say this is happening on 31st December 2010. We'll say by bank, and this entry is coming on account of two reasons. One is cash sales and other one is realization from debtors. Okay, so we'll say collection from debtors. And what are the amounts we have? The amounts are basically 60,000 and 2,10,000. So 60,000, 2,10,000. So these two are the amounts. Let me just put them a little over here. Yeah, fine. Then let's go back to the question. Then we have credit sales during 2010, 2,28,000. Please understand, credit sales is not going to figure in. Credit sales is not going to affect your branch account because credit sales got to be rooted in the debtors account, and only that collection is being captured here. So credit sales will not appear in this account. Go back. Then we have checks sent to branch during 2010 for salaries, rent and rates and petty cash. So we'll say, let's say this is happening on 1st Jan, assuming on 1st Jan 2010. So we'll say to bank, and the bank entry is for salaries, then rents and rates, then petty cash. What are the amounts? Amounts are 9,000, 1,500, 1,100. Okay, so they are basically 9,000, 1,500, 1,100, and it is 11,600. It is 11,600. Okay, so that is also covered. Then we have some closing balances, stock at the branch on 31st December, then petty cash. Okay, so these two we can take, and we have one more item, goods returned by the branch. When goods are returned by the branch, then the entry will be, let's say this is happening on 31st December 2010. Entry is going to be buy goods sent to branch. Buy goods sent to branch. And what is the amount? Amount is 2,000. So when goods are sent by HO to branch, entry is branch account debit to goods sent to branch, and when it is returned by branch, opposite entry goods sent to branch account. Okay. Now let's also capture the closing balances. We have closing balances for three items: stock, petty cash, and debtors. So we'll write all the closing balances, and that is on 31st December 2010. By balance carry down, basically for three items. One is stock, which is 25,000. Two is debtors, that is 48,000, and three is petty cash, and that is 200. So all the three items put together will be 73,200. Will be 73,200. Okay. Now what we'll do? We'll add up all this. We'll add and see. So I think on credit side we have a lot. So if you add on credit side, it is going to be 3,45,200. So let's write on both sides. It is 3,45,200. It means on the debit side there is going to be a balancing figure, and that balancing figure is nothing but the profit. Okay. So on 31st December 2010, there is a balancing figure, and that works out to 36,300. It works out to 36,300, and this should get transferred to general P&L. So we'll say to general P&L account. To general P&L account, it is 36,300. So in this way, we have a complete position of Hyderabad branch account. So opening balances, goods sent to branches, payments by HO, then there are cash realizations, goods returned by the branch, then their closing position, and eventually we were able to find out what is their profit, which is 36,300.